With Mayor Chow stepping away from the battle over Ontario Place, the fight has now moved right here to Queen's Park, particularly over the 95-year lease given to a private spa to operate on public land. And it got heated in the legislature today.
What is this obsession with a spa?
What is your obsession against a water park facility and a wellness facility?
I'll tell you what my obsession is. It's stopping this government from ripping off Ontarians.
With yesterday's quid quo pro deal between the city and the province, Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow essentially gave up the fight against the Ford government's plan to put a private water and wellness spa on the West Island at Ontario Place. The Ford government has now introduced legislation giving itself new powers to fast-track the project, in part by eliminating the need for environmental assessments.
We have been talking about what to do with Ontario Place since before I was born. 36 years. We want to get on with the construction, and this legislation will help us get there.
Grassroots group Ontario Place for All has been trying to get the courts to intervene and halt construction until an environmental assessment is done on the West Island. This new legislation could kill their chances.
Can certainly see that the province is doing their darndest to attempt to do that and thwart our legal action. But our legal team is looking at it, and you know, at this point, we think it'll be up to the court.
Infrastructure Minister Kinga Surma insists 2 environmental assessments have been done on Ontario Place, as well as 40 different studies.
Arborist study, shoreline study, water study, soil study. All of that has been submitted.
But critics say an environmental assessment on the West Island, where the spa would go, has not been done.
At the end of the day, they don't want to have an environmental assessment, and they're doing everything they can to avoid it.
There's no transparency, none whatsoever. It's a big deal. It's in the crown jewel of what you would call the downtown Toronto, city of Toronto, or maybe even Ontario.
The Ford government will announce its business case to move the Science Centre to Ontario Place tomorrow. It's been promising to do that for about 7 months now. I did ask the Minister of Infrastructure if the current existing site of the Science Centre could be demolished and housing put up instead. She said discussions are still underway.